Before we begin watching the short film, I'd just like to say a few words. I made this short film in the hopes of inspiring young children to become independent and fearless. In this short film, we see Mrs. Blue, an independent and fearless woman, go through three different stages of hardships and a magical place. I hope you enjoy.
It was a cold, lonely, and magical night, and Mrs. Blue, so lost, was returning home from a flight. Dropped in the middle of a magical sight, she began her journey on foot, initially without any fright. She walks and walks until suddenly she sees something she wouldn't have absolutely believed. Scanning her surroundings, it looks to be snow in the middle of nowhere. She was in disbelief. An independent, strong, and beautiful woman she was, continued through the cold, unbothered just because. She persevered, continued, and even admired the scenery, while in her mind she would reach home, therefore walking very eagerly. She walks and walks until suddenly she sees something she wouldn't have absolutely believed. Scanning her surrounding, it looks to be lava in the middle of nowhere. She was in disbelief. An independent, strong, and beautiful woman she was, continued through the heat, unbothered just because. She persevered, continued, and even admired the scenery, while in her mind she would reach home, therefore walking very eagerly. She walks and walks until suddenly she sees something she wouldn't have absolutely believed. Scanning her surroundings, it looks to be a boiling river in the middle of nowhere. She was in disbelief. An independent, strong, and beautiful woman she was, continued through the danger, unbothered just because. She persevered, continued, and even admired the scenery, until finally she reached home and was resting very eagerly.
Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I don't wanna chase you down, I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the treachery of walls you keep in. So trade that typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, a king of conventional, or you can risk it all and see.
The chemicals involved include water and sodium polyacrylate. Water is a pure substance and sodium polyacrylate is a homogeneous. When mixed together, the two are homogeneous. When the polymer crystals absorb the water, a minor physical change occurs. The once solid polymers become almost liquid, however only to the extent of being jelly-like. So physical change is minimal to none at all.
Hey, sucks. But no, I think I'm good to go, 'cause I quite enjoy the life you say I'm trapped in. Now I admire you, and that'll show you do. You're onto something, really it's something. But I live among the swells, and we don't pick up peanut shells. I'll have to leave that up to you. Don't you know that I'm okay with this uptown part I get to play? 'Cause I got what I need, and I don't want to take the ride. And I need to see the other side, so go and do like you do. I'm good to do like me. Ain't in a cage, so I don't need to take the key.
The chemicals involved include ethanol and water. Hand sanitizer is a homogeneous, whereas water is a pure substance. When the bonds of the flame are ignited, it reacts with the ethanol and oxygen and transforms it into water and carbon dioxide, which is an exothermic reaction. Basically, ethyl alcohol is flammable, but the water within the hand sanitizer absorbs the heat being emitted. The liquid turns into a gas during the reaction.
Right here, right now, I put the offer out. I don't wanna chase you down, I know you see it. You run with me, and I can cut you free out of the treachery and walls you keep in. So trade that typical for something colorful. And if it's crazy, live a little crazy. You can play it sensible, a king of conventional, or you can risk it all and see.
The chemicals involved include sodium bicarbonate and acetic acid. Baking soda and vinegar is a type of homogeneous mixture. The chemical reaction in terms of formula is as presented. The two chemicals react by exchanging atoms, therefore creating carbon dioxide, which explains the bubbling. This is an acid-base reaction. During the reaction, the liquid turns into a gas.
It's something, but I live among the swells, and we don't pick up peanut shells. I'll have